So let's get to it. Red flags in dating is what I really want to talk about. So, when dating a male or female, there are certain red flags that we tend to ignore in the beginning of a courting session. And red flag number one, the consistency of conversations. If there's no consistency in conversations, you have to let that person go. It honestly, there's no in ends, nothing about it. It's you stop it. Consistency in conversation is very important because if a person wants to get to know you, they're going to ask you a lot of questions. You don't know the individual, so there you should have so many questions to the point where you're tired. It does not have to happen in one conversation, but you should have a lot to talk about because y'all don't know each other. Second red flag is if the person takes 6, 7, 8 hours to answer a text message you sent in the morning. Because come on, be serious. We all know that everyone in this day society, everyone is on their phone, even if it's for a millisecond. If the individual does not text you back within, not even within, but if the individual takes too long to text you back, that is a red flag. That just shows that they're not that interested. They don't really care. So, red flag number 3. If you are in the process of having a conversation with the individual and they don't ask you questions about yourself, that is a red flag. And sometimes in the beginning of dating, we don't really pay attention to that because you just be like, oh, maybe he or she just doesn't know what to ask. Stop assuming. That's another red flag, number 4 for yourself, because you cannot assume that a person is a certain way because you don't know them. So you have to give room for people to show you who they are. Red flag number 5. When courting or dating someone and the first thing they say is, let's chill at your crib, that is a red flag. Yes, I understand some people are homebodies. I understand some people love the comfort of their own home. But you should not be meeting with no stranger or anything at your house for the first meet, even if you were speaking to them for a month. No. Red flag number 6 is if they start sexual conversations with you. Yes, I understand we are all adults. We are all adults and we can say and do what we want. However, the way you carry on a certain conversation with a said person, it's going to determine how it's going to go. Because I've been in situations where, let's say, I'm guilty of that. I've been in a situation where I've entertained a sexual comment, and after that, everything else went out the window. It was just sexual. So, red flag. So, like I said, minimize the sexual talks. Don't even talk about that in the beginning, because why are you talking about that in the beginning? I don't know if I think there was red flag number 7 now. It's when he does not offer to take you out. He does not make no arrangements to take you out. That is a red flag, because where are you planning to meet? When are you planning to meet me? What do you think what do you think it's about to happen? Because why haven't we scheduled something for us to get to know each other more and closely? 8. So I'm gonna name about 10. The 8th red flag is if you're not feeling well and you tell this said person you don't feel well and they don't pay attention to that or acknowledge the fact that you don't feel well. To me, that is a red flag. I don't know what other people would consider what happened when a man or a female does not care if you're sick. First of all, it shows some type of empathy. It shows some type of compassion. It shows some type of care. So what someone is in the beginning is what he or she is going to be throughout the entire relationship. If he or she didn't show these qualities in the beginning, what makes you think that down the line is going to happen? If a person is living authentically themselves, everything just comes natural. You should not have to ask. You should not have to wonder. You should not even have to assume. So that is a red flag. Red flag number 9 is if a male or female, if you're talking to an individual and they sexualize themselves a lot, that is a red flag. That is a red flag, because why are you on social media sexualizing yourself like that? You have no type of self-respect. If the world can see you like that, how is that sacred? You can understand? How is that supposed to be sacred? And you don't want to date someone that's all out there in the public just sexualizing themselves. Because honestly, come on. What do you think females do that for? Not disrespecting nobody, but why do you think some females do that? Why do you think some males do that? It is public attention. And I'll probably get backlash for this or whatever, but it's okay. I'm stating my opinion, my perspectives, my red flags that I've noticed. Red flag number 10. This is the last one. So with this red flag, I would say it's 10 because it's major. If he or she does not check on you, does not have a consistent conversation with you, there is no building. There is no space to build. If you can't check on me to see how I'm doing, just like I check on you, we both have different ideas of what we're trying to fulfill. It was a word it was trying to come out, but it didn't come out. Yeah, so when it comes to dating, before you even start to get your feelings entangled and stuff like that, really sit down with yourself and check the boxes. Because sometimes we rush into things because, oh my God, this person is making me feel good. This is that. That's temporarily. What is going on throughout the entire time that you has been speaking to this person, this man, this female? What has been going on? Like, you have to really be present. You have to really be present in the midst of getting to know someone, because people will show you who they are and how they feel about you way in the beginning. And sometimes we just don't pay attention to that. So, sorry, let me drink my coffee. So, we got to pay attention to the beginning, because whoever the person is in the beginning is who the person is at the end. I do believe that people change. I do, but you don't have to sit around and wait for nobody to change. You're not nobody's chair, So if you're in a situation where you're trying to figure out if you should walk away from the person, listen to your intuition. Your body is never going to lie. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to express today. But peace and blessings, and I hope that whatever situation you're in, I hope that you find balance and that everything works out for you and for yourself. Peace.